Hello hunters, welcome back to the channel, my name is Peppo, and today I'm guiding you through the high rank of Monster Hunter Wilds. Before we jump in, if you haven't seen the low rank progression guides part 1 and 2, make sure to check those out first since this guide continues from where they left off. After you defeat Zoshia, you will unlock the support ship. This new facility lets you purchase goods using guild points. Keep an eye on it because some items, like the commission ticket required for a special piece of equipment, are only available there. To unlock high rank, start by talking to Olivia. After your meeting with Fabius, head over to the Scarlet Forest where you will speak with Sassafriel, the Little Wood. Your first high rank quest will pit you against Yankutku, the returning bird wyvern. Remember, this is a capture quest. If you kill it, you will fail the mission. Listen carefully to Alma when the monster becomes capturable, and be sure to check your supplies for shock traps and trunk bombs. Also, don't forget to gather bones and ores from nearby gathering spots, as these high rank materials are crucial for crafting better gear. Completing this quest unlocks high rank environments where you can hunt HR monsters out on the field that offer bonus rewards, perfect for farming. After you complete a field survey, you can unlock the investigation by spending guild points. Next, talk to Gemma and craft the Hope Edge 4th. This longsword comes with 50 hits of blue sharpness, which is key because while green sharpness gives you a 5% boost, blue sharpness boosts damage by 20%. Keeping your weapon in blue as long as possible is essential when starting out in high rank. For armor upgrades, head to the Windward Plains to take on Chatacabra. Once you have dealt with it, speak with Gemma again to craft the Chatacabra chest and alloy coil, which will keep you quick sheath at level 3. Your next target is Rompopolo in the Oilwell Basin. Talk to Ida to pick up the field hunt request for Rompopolo. Completing this side quest also unlocks a material gathering request from a villager in Azuz. You can find similar gathering requests in the Windward Plains by talking to Zato, and in the Scarlet Forest by speaking with Plumpeach. So be sure to complete those as well to have locals gather materials for you. In addition to Rompopolo, you will need to hunt some Kranodath, the little monster that sometimes stun large monsters with their heads. Visit the smithy to upgrade your quick sheath charm, and for the headpiece use the Azuz Alpha head. To obtain the Azuz tanned leather, trade with Yabran in Azuz during the planting season. The time-honed Wilk gem is easily found near the groundwater vein camp in the Windward Plains. Remember, you can always rest at your tent and adjust the weather and time. You'll also need the charred oil bone, just gathered from the bone piles in the Oilwell Basin. If you have a might jewel, be sure to slot it in to reach maximum might at level 3. For the leg piece, use Gongalala's legs. In terms of build, if you have one, place a counter jewel in the level 2 deco slot, and fill the level 1 slots with physic jewels or whatever level 1 deco you might have. On the weapon front, I recommend equipping sharpness management decorations like handicraft or razor sharp. If you can't get those, go for critical eye, critical boost or attack boost instead. Now it's time to face Lalabarina. You might need to hunt her a couple of times to collect all the required materials. Once you have gathered everything, craft her longsword. This weapon comes with 150 attack, 50% affinity and a paralysis attribute that can trigger multiple times during hunts, making it easier to target the monster's weak point when you are playing solo or in multiplayer. Next up is Rathian. You will need to slay or capture her since her materials are necessary for crafting the weakness exploit charm later on. Keep in mind that whenever Rathian unleashes a fireball attack, you can focus strike her head to create a small opening. Once you reach HR 15, head to Suja and talk to Fabius. There you will face Frenzy Narcilla in the Wooden Hollow. After defeating it, Gemma will reward you with the Evasion Mantle. Following Frenzy Narcilla, speak with Cobb to unlock an important side quest in the Wooden Hollow, a double Hirabami challenge. Make sure to pull the lever to separate the two monsters with the fence. You definitely don't want to fight them simultaneously. Completing this quest grants you the Armor Charm, which increases your defense by 12, so keep it in your pouch. By now, you should be strong enough to take on Blangonga in the Ice Shard Cliffs. This monster can appear at this stage, and its gear is the best available at this point in the game. If you wish, hunt a few of them to craft the chest, and the coil if you have a sheath jewel to maintain quick sheath 3. And of course, Blangonga Longsword, which is perfect for your next quest. Once you reach HR 20, travel to Wyveria and speak with Olivia. It's now time to face Guardian Fulgur Anjanut, and using the Blangonga Longsword is your best bet. Watch for its circular biting attack. After this move, the monster exposes its weak point, so focus strike its head. Additionally, aiming at its legs can topple it, making it easier to target the head and the tail. After you defeat Fulgur Anjanut, help Olivia take care of Tempered Lalabarina. She will already be weakened, so finishing her off won't be too difficult. With that quest complete, you can now fight threat level 1 tempered monsters in the field. These monsters drop rarity 6 Artian materials which are needed to craft Artian weapons. Although these weapons are stronger than the current longswords you can make from regular monsters materials, they take more time to craft. You will need 1 blade and 2 tubes for an Artian longsword. Each material carries an element type, either an element like fire, water, thunder, ice or dragon, or a status effect like paralysis, poison, sleep or blast, and may provide an affinity or attack bonus. The best strategy is to use materials of the same element type when crafting your Artian weapons. You can also reinforce these weapons with a special ore provided by Azu's villagers after the Infernal Spring Festival, or by talking to Rocule to meld monsters' materials. If you would rather not invest too much time into Artian weapons, you can craft the Iron Katana 3rd by collecting Gracium in the Ice Shard Cliffs and Fusium in Wyveria. For armor improvements, consider crafting the Guardian Rathalos Helm to gain 1 level of weakness exploit. To keep your maximum might at level 3, you will need to slot in 2 Mighty Jewels. If you happen to have 3 Sheath Jewels, you can use the Guardian Rathalos Helm to gain an extra level of weakness exploit, and then combine it with the Exploiter Charm to reach level 3. If you don't have any Sheath Jewels, upgrading the Sheath Charm with Fulgur Ajanat materials is a good alternative. As you continue to level up your Hunter rank, remember to talk to Tashin and complete his side quest to unlock the village gathering feature for Sealed. Also be sure to speak with Rex in Suja and finish his side quest to receive the Power Charm, which boosts your attack by 6 when it's in your pouch. Finally, to prepare for your next fight, I recommend hunting some Guardian Rathalos to acquire its longsword. With 15% affinity and the added benefit of Master Touch, this weapon combined with a high affinity build will significantly reduce sharpness consumption. After reaching HR 30, you will unlock Jin the Hat, and this time you'll be able to slay it. Focus on attacking its legs to topple it, giving you a chance to break the ridges. Also, be sure to use Focus Strike right after it performs its ice attacks from the mouth. Once you complete the quest, craft the Lalabarina Longsword. It has long white sharpness, which boosts your damage by 32%, making it perfect for hunting any monster you come across. You should also consider crafting the Jin the Hat Helm Alpha to get an extra level of Agitator. At this point, you will unlock the remaining 3 Apex monsters for each locale: Raidao in the Windward Plains, Uduna in the Scarlet Forest, and Nu-Udra in the Allwell Basin. It doesn't matter what order you take this quest in, the important thing is just to complete them. After slaying Nu-Udra, consider crafting its legs along with the Damascus Coil. This setup gives you 2 level 3 slots, which you can use to boost weakness exploit. With this build, you shouldn't have much trouble against your next target, Gore Magala. Gore Magala is in my opinion the toughest monster in WoW so far. Make sure to fully upgrading your armor before taking it on. This thing hits like a truck. Be extremely careful with its attacks and avoid overcommitting when striking. Paralysis works well against it since it makes landing headshots much easier when triggered. After slaying Gore Magala and Frenzy Blangonga, you can craft 2 armor pieces from Gore to prepare for Argveld at HR 40. Craft the chest and coil, then slot in the right jewels to reach 100% affinity with the Lalabarina Longsword. With this setup, Argveld won't stand a chance. Once you hit HR 40, talk to Nata to take on the final story quest. Defeating the flagship monster of Monster Hunter Wilds will mark the end of the story, but not the end of the game. From here, your focus shifts to Artian weapons and jewels. You can keep grinding endgame content with your current build, but I highly recommend checking out my latest video where I cover the best longsword builds for the endgame. While farming for rarity 7 Artian weapons, you can still rely on the Lalabarina Longsword after fully upgrading it. Its high paralysis makes it a great pick for multiplayer until you get an Artian weapon. Alternatively, you can also use the Gore Magala Longsword, but it's best suited for Dragon Weak monsters like the Wrath. And that's it for the video. I hope this guide helped with your progression in Monster Hunter Wilds. Take care and have a great rest of your day. Bye!